Okay, we're going to take a look at some formatting today. I have all these people's names right here, and notice Elizabeth and Alexander's, their names are sort of chopped off. I can click in these cells, I can get in here between them and open it up a little bit and whatever I want to, but let's say I don't want it. I need it, this is as wide as I can make that column. So what I want to do is I want to take everything in this column, anything in column A, and I want to shrink it down to fit. Well, you can come here to Format and go to Format Cells. Another way you can come in here is any of this. You can click on the format, the font, or the alignment. Let's just say we clicked on the alignment instead. It's going to take us the same thing. See, it opens up Format Cells. We have number, alignment, font, borders, fills, protection. Let's look at the alignment. With what we have right now with column A, we can wrap the text, we can shrink it or merge it. We're just going to shrink it to fit is what we want. We click OK. And now, all things in column A will fit in there. No matter how small I make it, all of their names are going to show up. They're not going to get cut off. So let's look at this. We also got a problem here with Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I need to get that fixed. Well, here's what I want to do. I'm going to highlight all those, and I'm going to go to Format. You'll see that it does the exact same thing, brings back up the Format Cells. And I don't want to do anything with the line. I could shrink it to fit, but what I want to do is I'm going to take it and turn it up 90 degrees. You can do 45 degrees here in the middle, how many ever you want. I'm going to turn it totally at 90 degrees and hit OK. And now you can see it's turned all of that sideways for me. And maybe what I want to do is take it and just do a Autofit column width. So now it's just fitting everything perfectly fine. Notice the names are still fine. That gives me, if I want to continue out, to another Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I can now add that in here into these columns. But what I want to do, I'm going to go ahead and undo that. I could just click undo, but let's just practice going back, Format, Cells, looking here at this orientation, and let's just say, okay, turn it back right at 0 degrees. Okay. And then let's go ahead and put Format. Let's column width, let's auto fit it so that it fits everything fine. That doesn't look real pretty, does it? So we could go back and fix that, but that's not what I want to concentrate on. What I want to concentrate on is these are the number of hours each of these people worked. So I want to insert something above this that sort of says week 1. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click here in this row, and I want to insert a row. So I'm going to insert a row right there. Now, above all these dates here, I sort of want to say week 1. So I wanted to say week 1 right here. Now, a lot of people will come in here and just type it in this cell, but I don't want that. I want all these cells to become one cell. That means I'm going to merge them. So I can go to Format or just click my alignment. And notice you have this button right here under Text Control, Merge Cells. I'm going to click that and say OK. And now you can see that from B to F, it's made it one cell. And I can type in there week 1. I can click, say, hey, let's center it right there. Looks good. Now, another thing to remember, if I come down here and I'm like, oh, I want this week 1 to sort of be in here in the middle, you have your alignment tabs here too where I can move it around. So I can do it vertically, or what you're used to in things is doing it here where you sort of go left, right, center. So we have that. The other thing I just want to show you here is down here at tabs. We can name these tabs. We have a whole bunch of tabs. Sometimes I have like 20 tabs. And I don't want it to say sheet 1, sheet 2. If I click this, it'll add another sheet. In this case, it's 4 because I have 2 and 3 that are actually hidden. But if I click here on the sheet and I then right-click, I can rename it. And I can say Hickam if I want. And so now I can see what tab that is. If I want to color it, I can again click, right-click, and I can give it a little color if I want. Tab color, let's give it a nice blue. And so now you sort of have your tab color. That was not as pretty as I had wanted. No, Let's see if sheet 4 will give us, I see it listed there, we can see it a little bit better now we move to sheet 4. We can give it a tab color of red, and now as you're in sheets, you can see what sheet you're in. There's sheet 4, so they move back and forth nice and pretty. So there you have something, a little bit on tabs and a little bit on your formatting and merging cells.